Hello, I'm Tito Cat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Monster Prom. This is our third try. So far it's going pretty well. We are getting to where we need to go, and Vera's liking how awesome we are because we acknowledge that she is awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Alright, let's continue.
Let's go!
Okay, so now we're going back to the gym. Epic dodgeball, yep. Yep, discouraged, so we encourage them to do stuff. Yep, she gains self-worth, we get a BFF. Afterwards, you've discovered you've been poisoned, and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out. Oh, that's so sweet. As we learned from Yandere Simulator, poisoning just means love. There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise. I need a consigliere. Couldn't you just say concierge? Couldn't you? No? The idea is simple yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market's flooded with assassination apps. Oh, it's supposed to be like Uber. Okay, I get it. Assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free rage while getting murders. Viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. This one? Yay! You can do that? Great. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. Oh great, it's so convenient that you have your own. And so? This is working better than I ever could have imagined. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since he released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm racking in. Plus, I'm making a literal killing, selling people the antidote for all those side effects. It's not actually an antidote though, it's actually just heroin. Same difference. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as competition presents? Yeah, the real world is exactly as immoral as this video game. But whatever. You gain +2 creativity and +1 money. Yay, money!
Let's go!
Okay. Here we go. Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. When Miranda screams, "Stop! Don't drink that!"
What?
Why not? The scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and a royal title? Listen, Mary, I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. Do you think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you drink all her scotch, enraging Vera and delighting Miranda. Pretend to be poison, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. Well, as long as it amuses our love. You shoot Vera a wink. Take the tiniest sip of her scotch and then... No, stop vomiting. How will you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool. They are poison. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my, I'm no good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. That was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poison. Oh well, how about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera.
Let's go!
Okay. Class it is. Oh, we learned spells. Yay, smarts. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. Hey you. I'm so glad you come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. It's because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar. Those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinistic goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime. They'll come crawling back once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it. I'll help. I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think we're the type that would do that. Make a song. Oh, it worked! Yay! So charming. You know, if this advice was coming from anyone other than you, I'd ignore it. But you haven't been wrong yet. Fine. As of today, I'm quitting crime. I'll let the other bosses know. I'm sure they'll be so pleased. A few days later, you're getting a manicure with Vera when Gunbozo Giannetti, arch humorist of the deranged clown assembly, bursts in weeping. Well, either he's weeping or he's got a sad face painted on his regular face. It's hard to tell with clowns. What are you doing here, bozo? Didn't they tell you I quit crime? Gunbozo makes a series of gestures, honks and quacks, clownish. Luckily, Vera is fluent. What's that you say? The world of crime is a wreck without me? Do tell. He says nobody's been able to get good poison since I retired. Everyone's money is frighteningly unlaundered. Plus, half the bosses are dead because the letters I sent out announcing my sabbatical were full of vicious fungal spores. Well, I had no idea you were all so miserable without me. You can tell the bosses I'm back in the game. Gunbozo leaps up in the air and clicks the heels of his enormous red shoes. I love you too, Bozo. We'll have a gang war to celebrate. See you on the battlefield. Gunbozo runs out of the nail salon and piles into his tiny car with his 20 closest friends. Vera looks at you, dumbstruck. I must say, I never thought this would work. You truly are a loyal advisor. Oh, if only you could be more than just an advisor. You can't risk sharing your true feelings, better just take the 2 smarts and +1 money and move on. Okay, so I think I've reached the stats.
go!
Alright, let's get some more money. Yep, 93 bitcoins. Yay, bitcoins! You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason, it's not a death stare this time. She actually was kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck. Honey, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had to have my minions drag you here. Listen, my tape for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends. Haha, silly darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. where the vultures will eat twice today. Did Vera just ask you out on a date? She did. This is like Christmas and whatever day of month it is right now. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks, the head of her greatest enemy. I think she would take more joy out of taking the head off of her own greatest enemy more than if we brought it to her. After all, if we do it, then she misses out on all the torture she could have implemented on him. Or it, I should say, them. Implemented on them. So we'll go with this one. You hop over to the old magic mirror shop and pick out their choicest product, the flatterizer. Not only does this thing pay compliments, it also GPS locates pretty people so you can have them kidnapped, executed at your convenience. You present it to Vera at dinner with a dramatic flourish. Her eyes and the eyes of all her snakes light up. Oh, you shouldn't have. Literally, you shouldn't have, because now you're an accessory to all the killings. I'm going to order with this thing. She's technically right about that, but luckily she can afford the lawyers for the both of you. You gain 2 charm, plus 1 boldness.
Let's go!
Is there a way to see, like, how we're doing with people? You have to figure that out. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up her hand.
Pathetic.
Stop. This is the cool people table, where only cool people are allowed.
So mainstream.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. When you agree, Vera. Nice try, Liam. I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if they want to sit with us, they're going to have to prove they're as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool. So, what's it going to be? Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone would ever be as cool as Liam. And let me ask you this, would an uncool person be giving Vera 50 monster dollars right now? This gives Vera money, so maybe this one? We don't lose money, do we? Okay, you're cool. What? Money can't buy coolness? Really? Let me consult my list of things money can buy. Let's see. Organs, obedience, and there it is. Coolness. Why is coolness in the O section of the list? Because it's not a real list. I pretended there was a list in order to fuck with you. Okay, that's pretty cool. Speaking of pool, while I can't currently accept cash for campaign finance reasons, I will remember this favorably in the future.
Oh, not bad.
Perhaps I'll call on you later for other favors. You hope those favors are sexual in nature, but you don't say that because that's not a cool thing to say. No, it's not. That's just weird to say at lunch.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's go to class one last time. Yep, you learned stuff? Yep. Your mind's barely on what you're doing, though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor. Maybe too close. You're worried Vera has become so dependent on your advice that she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up in the advisor zone. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out.
Hi.
There you are. I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't unrequited. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor. I couldn't imagine going without you. Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference, but soon. You can have horse racing. But if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass, it's popped back out of your shirt collar. Larry, the actual crocodile, snaps his fingers. Gunbozo Gianetti of the deranged clown assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy, the knife baby, chews his bridle menacingly. Alright, you scumbags, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun. Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of a twisted balloons. And Timmy the knife baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here? If you don't save Vera now, you'll never have a chance to confess your feelings. So you take a deep breath and confess your feelings. Kiss Larry the Croc on his big crocodile mouth. If we're gonna die. With no thought of the danger you're in, you turn to Vera and bare your soul. You confess that you've been advising her this whole time not out of love of crime, but out of love for her. I don't know what to say, partially because I'm in the middle of a very tense standoff. But the tense standoff suddenly becomes tender as underlings to the other crime lords follow your example. Larry the Croc salamander psychic admits to years of repressed longing. Gunbozo's chauffeur climbs out of his tiny car and begs his boss to give their love a chance. And Gunbozo's second chauffeur does the same, and so does his third chauffeur, and so on. Timmy the knife baby's wet nurse confesses a fatal attraction to her little lord. Gunbozo's various chauffeurs jealously fight for his love, killing each other in the process. Timmy the knife baby is a baby and so has his wet nurse arrested for being a pervert. Larry the Croc, being an actual crocodile, marries the salamander psychic and lives happily ever after. At least until Vera mows everyone down with a Tommy gun. Well, there's the last obstacle to my complete dominion taken care of. Thanks for the distraction. You know, all this time I thought you weren't attracted to me. I thought your interest was purely professional. But it turns out that your love was even more useful to me than your professional interest. I'll take it. While simultaneously taking control of the city's entire criminal underworld. It looks like love really does conquer all as Vera's most trusted advisor and love interest who gain 2 smarts and 1 money. The monster prom day. Did we succeed?
Hey there.
Let's go!
Prom? You know what, my dear advisor? I think lately I'm focusing too much on all our crime adventures. It's nice to be rich and fear, but what's the point of it if I don't get to enjoy life from time to time? So I have a feeling prom night could be a great way to unwind. What do you advise me to do? And then she winks at you. That's so rare, we don't even have art to hear do. That's so rare that we don't even have art of her doing it, also because she has an eye covered. In the end, you and Vera have a lovely evening together.
That will teach them.
Yay! Followed by lots of thrilling crime adventures. Vera starts falling for you. She values how you respect her individuality and even support her career by being her trusted advisor. The two of you do a great job juggling being partners in both love and crime. Mostly because Vera's great at everything she does. Or so she reminds you constantly. Also, she reminds you that the two of you may be partners in love, but in crime, you're still superior and advisor. But that's Vera for you. And under all that ferocious confidence, you can also perceive a deep respect for you. So beautiful. Crime is always the answer. Yay! New events, new outcomes, endings. There's 34 endings and 422 events and 1,514 outcomes. Holy shit! Most likely to become lasagna, Vera's coat. You will all hear from my lawyers. Yay! We got a good ending! It only took us 3 times, but we got there. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Holly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. Scott's become an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
What if I told you that the world was gonna end and you had put together to spend with me or your friend? Would you take the first bus over to my house, or would you take the last plane over the West Coast? See, it's times like these with the change of heart. It was over and done before we had a start. Before dying
No day feels rainy with you. Oh, that was cute. I've unlocked 6 new images in the gallery. Oh. Alright, this game is really fun. I would definitely recommend it to people. And you can play with other people. See, you can do that. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that. And as I read, there's so many variations and tons of achievements, and it's worth it. And that was just a regular mode. There is downloadable content that adds a bunch of stuff, I guess, like extra characters. Yeah. So, thank you for staying with me this long, even though it took me a while to succeed. If you have any more games that you'd like me to play, I do take requests. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and see you with that. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon,